I mean, that's a good point you make, because I think it seems like EU countries or countries in general, are walking on eggshells when it comes to business partners. Maybe that's not mutually exclusive. Maybe you can be firm on human rights demands and do business with someone. Is that even a possibility?
Well, these are all very fair points that have been made, and it is a question of balance here. We have to, of course, deal with the world as we find it. It's never going to be a perfect place, and occasionally, ever so occasionally, you do find yourself having to sit across the table from somebody that you fundamentally disagree with on a number of things, including, of course, dictators at times as well. Personally, on a point of balance, would I have gone with this particular summit? Yes, I would. And the reason for that is this, that unless we are prepared to carry out an extensive exercise of dialogue that brings the Arab nations to the table, and the only way in which that could happen on a collective basis is through a summit of this sort, then we simply are not going to be in a position to carry out any follow-up dialogue.
That's exactly what Sisi was saying. He said he prefers dialogue to confrontation, but isn't it legitimizing a government like his?
Well, it's a question of balance, because we have to be very, very careful that at all times we never, ever allow this summit to give the impression that we are okay with many of the things that are happening there. And Stephen's pointed some of those out. I completely endorse those. And that's why it was right that Donald Tusk and every other leader that has spoken, every national leader that's present from Europe, has put down a marker when it's come to some of these actions.
But my concern about it is